Hi everyone, welcome to today's tutorial, and in this video I will be talking about the eyedropper tool. Now the eyedropper tool is really easy to use, and what it does is that it helps you pick out certain colors that you might have used in your illustration, right? So it helps you pick that color out and then transfer that same color onto your next pattern. So this is extremely useful, especially if you're making mandalas or if you're making any type of artwork, right? So let's begin and I'll show you how that's done. So we'll create a new document. For this video, I will be using an A4 size document which is 21 by 29.7 centimeters. The orientation is portrait and I will be giving a name to my document, eyedropper tool. So feel free to use any of these documents provided by Adobe Illustrator, or you can customize it even further by providing in the values in the width and the height option right here. Right, so let's begin. Okay, so before I begin with the eyedropper tool, I would like to remind you all to make sure that the Essential Classic option has been switched on from this drop-down box below. Then only you will be able to see all these tools right here on your screen in case if you can't. Okay, so now the eyedropper tool is over here on the left hand side of your screen. So it looks like this, an eyedropper. Like here, right, this one, right? So let's begin by making a shape first, right? So I'll use the ellipse tool to make a circle, and this time I'll be choosing a color from this fill option on the left hand side panel. So I'll be using a really faint light red color like over here, and click on OK. Right, so you can do this, and by default the color gets saved here as well, right? So, but now for example you accidentally discard the fill color and you lose your color, right? So what do? That's when the eyedropper tool comes and helps you pick out that color, right? So let's make another shape, let's say a polygon, like that, right? We go to the eyedropper tool right here and we click on our shape like that. So now you can see it automatically picked up that color and it got filled inside a polygon shape right here. Right, so this was the eyedropper tool, and it's literally that easy to use the eyedropper tool. So it doesn't really require much practice, but yeah, it's important for you to remember it in case if you want to pick out a specific color while you're making your illustrations, right? So by default your color will be saved over here in case you using it one time. But if you're making an illustration with a lot of multiple different colors and shades and you want to use that color again, you can use the eyedropper tool to help you pick out that specific color to be filled in another shape like that. Right. So now let's also save our document by going to the file option and clicking on save as. So by default our document will be saved as an Adobe Illustrator file, and I highly recommend that we save a file first in this format, so that in case if we want to make any additional changes in our document, we can do that by accessing our original document. So that saves time and you do not have to make a new document every time. Right, so once you've done that, You can also save it in a PDF format by clicking on this Adobe PDF option right here and clicking on save. That's it. But in case if you want to also save it as a JPEG format, you go to the file option, go to export and export as. So again, by default, the save as type will show you the JPEG format, this GPG format. Or in case if you aren't, click on the drop down box and choose JPEG and then click on export. And that's it. So on that note, I will be signing off and I hope you found this video to be useful. And with a little bit of practice, you will soon get the hang of the eyedropper tool. So thank you for watching.